Now, I do have some breaking football news if you'd like it.
Why not? Why not? We love breaking news here.
Okay, so Louisville transfer cornerback Marcus Washington has committed to Syracuse football. He is a former four-star recruit, started his college career at Georgia and transferred to Louisville. But when he did sign with Georgia out of high school, his primary recruiter was one Fran Brown. So he played
Ah,
primarily special teams last year at Louisville, but has transferred again, and now he is coming to Syracuse.
wait, so what was his name again?
Marcus Washington. Now, for those trying to look up Marcus Washington, I will warn you, there are several Marcus Washingtons.
I'm looking up Marcus Washington, Louisville.
Yeah, so the one that kept coming up for me, and I just tweeted it out for anyone listening, you can go to my Twitter account. But
I'm going to go tweet right now. He just broke the news on my channel.
So when I first started typing Marcus Washington and trying to figure out who this guy was, he visited this past weekend. I kept coming up with a wide receiver at Nebraska. So there's other Marcus Washingtons out there, but this is a Marcus Washington who played at Louisville last year, was at Georgia before that, 6'1", 185-pound corner, originally a four-star recruit, ranked 155th overall by 24/7 Sports, ranked the 21st cornerback in the country, and had offers from Arkansas, Florida State, Georgia Tech, LSU, NC State, Oregon, West Virginia, and others in addition to Georgia out of high school.
Sounds like a good player, I guess. I haven't ever really heard of him in a standpoint. I mean, how do you see him filling in this depth chart so far with the cornerback room?
Well, the one thing I've noticed that they've done with the cornerback room is they are looking for length and athleticism, and you can see that with a lot of the defensive backs that they're recruiting out of high school as well in the 2025 and 2026 classes. They're looking for track stars, guys that have big time speed, and they've recruited to that. So I think with his length and the talent is obviously there with that recruiting ranking, right? That didn't just go away. So this tells me that Fran Brown still believes there's untapped potential there and there's untapped talent, and he can come in and fit into the rotation in year one. And because I believe he's got 2 years of eligibility left.
Yep.
I'm sorry, he's got 3 years of eligibility left from what I understand.
Okay.
So because I think he redshirted year one at Georgia. So
got it.
He's got 3 years of eligibility left. He can come in, be part of the rotation year one. And then Fran Brown has a reputation of being a really strong defensive backs coach. He can then, develop him, and maybe by year two, he's one of your primary starters. So I think he fits in real well. I think he fits in not only this coming year, but fits into the future plans as well. And he's just another guy who fits the mold of what Fran Brown and Syracuse are looking for at the cornerback position, which is they want length, athleticism, and speed.
Yep, he's 6'1", 185, top recruit, like you mentioned a couple years ago. So obviously he was recruited by Georgia and Fran Brown. So it makes a lot of sense that if he wants to, I guess this is the way to phrase it, that's not necessarily in a harsh way, but kind of renew that athleticism, renew that career. This seems like a perfect spot for Marcus Washington. So obviously we will monitor that. And thank you so much for breaking the news right here on the channel, Mike. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. It worked out perfectly timing wise. So thank Marcus for his perfectly timed commitment.